What was the hardest part of adopting your child? The hardest part of adopting my daughter wasn't the mountains of paperwork or the endless background checks, home visits, and interviews that made me feel like I was constantly proving I was worthy of something my heart already knew I wanted. It was something far more emotional and invisible, something no one quite prepares you for. It was the moment I first met her, standing in the corner of a brightly colored room at the foster center, clutching a small stuffed bear like it was her only shield from the world. She was 3, tiny, and had eyes that didn't look at you so much as through you, like she had already learned not to get too attached. When our eyes met, my heart swelled with love, but hers remained guarded, uncertain. And that was when I realized what adoption really means. It's not just bringing a child home, it's bringing home all their pain, all their fear, and all the pieces of a life they lived before you. I wasn't there for her first steps, her first word, or the first time she got sick and cried for comfort. I didn't know the songs she liked, what made her laugh, or what scared her in the dark. All of that belonged to someone else, or worse, no one at all. I remember our first night together, how she wouldn't sleep until the light stayed on and her bear was right beside her. I remember the silence at the dinner table because she didn't know what to say, and I didn't know what would make her feel safe. She tested me in every way possible, ignored me, threw tantrums, clung to strangers just to see if I'd walk away too. And it hurt. It hurt more than I can explain to love someone so deeply and have them not trust it. But I couldn't blame her. She had every reason to believe love didn't last. So I stayed. Through the meltdowns, through the tears she didn't know how to explain, through the nights she woke up screaming from dreams I couldn't take away. I learned her language without words, the way she bit her lip when she was nervous, how she curled her fingers when she was about to cry, the little signs that told me when she needed space or when she was silently asking me not to leave. And slowly, things changed. One night, she crawled into my lap with her blanket and just rested there. No words, just trust. Another day, she called me Mama for the first time. Not because she was told to, but because she chose to. And I broke down crying in the kitchen because that single word meant more than anything anyone had ever called me. People always talk about adoption like it's a beautiful, selfless thing, and it is, but they don't always talk about the grief, the loss, the rebuilding. I wasn't just adopting a child. I was trying to stitch myself into the fabric of her story without erasing any part of it. I had to be patient, gentle, strong, and soft all at once. I had to let go of the fantasy of instant connection and accept the reality of earned love. There were days I questioned if I was enough, if I was doing the right thing, if she would ever truly see me as her mother. And yet every single doubt disappeared the day she ran to me after scraping her knee, crying not just from the pain, but with the belief that I could fix it. That was the moment I knew. I was no longer a stranger trying to fit into her life. I was her mother, not because of biology, not because of legal papers, but because I showed up every day and never stopped trying. Adoption gave me the greatest gift, but it also demanded the deepest emotional labor I've ever known. The hardest part was learning to love fearlessly, even when that love wasn't returned right away. It was carrying her trauma alongside my hope, giving her the space to grieve what she lost while showing her that what she had now was real, stable, and forever. And while it was hard, harder than I could have imagined, it was also the most beautiful thing I've ever done. Because now, when she holds my hand or falls asleep on my chest, I know every hard moment was worth it. I didn't just adopt a child, I earned a daughter, and there's nothing more powerful than that.